Alright, welcome back everybody. We are back with more NAGA tournament action. We've got Brooklyn, we've got Wichita coming at you. Final four teams here in the losers bracket. Brooklyn 5-7 last year. Minus 45 point differential, 17th total offense, 9th pass, 26th rush, 28th total defense, 16th pass defense, 28th rush defense. Wichita, on the other hand, 6-6, minus 31 point differential, 27th in total offense, 23rd pass, 22nd rush, 11th total defense, 7th pass, and 23rd rush. And we will select a stadium here. Which one did I want for them? I forget. Wichita, the Stampede? Sure. Let's do that one. Alright. Wichita has a 17% chance to win here. Brooklyn favored by 3 out of 4. Alright. Oh yeah, fun fact, by the way. These quarterbacks, if I'm not mistaken, were traded for each other. Let me just verify that real quick. Graham Hull, I believe, was traded. Yes. It was Graham Hull and a Season 7 fourth to Wichita for Cody Tobin. Now, who did they get with that pick, I wonder? Let's find this out. This will be fun. Leave your guesses in the comments while it loads here. I should have like a faster version of this just with the draft order on it, because it takes about 15 billion years for this to load, because I'm running it on an iPad while I do commentary so that it doesn't take up resources on my actual laptop. So in case you're wondering why there are lots of pauses in the pregame commentary, that's why. So there's that. 4th round pick, it was by Wichita. That was traded to get Marcus McRae. That's right. I do remember that. So that pick actually went over to Mesa to select him. Cool. All right, we are ready to begin. Brooklyn, Wichita. Let's do it. All right. There we are. Maybe I should have chosen a night game, but that's fine. Interesting shadows here in Dallas. But Wichita will kick it away to Brooklyn. It'll be Stephen Jennings on the return. Cody Tobin now wearing the black and silver for Brooklyn. Started out his career in St. Louis. Spent some time with these very Wichita Wranglers before being traded, as we just mentioned, to Brooklyn. Pass is complete. Finds Josh Bridges, the slot receiver. Second down and 1 after a pickup of 9 there. A toss to Sam Ligon. That will have enough yardage for a first down. Ligon on the carry again. Kevin Weingardner, another former Brooklyn Bandit, on the carry. Or on the tackle, excuse me. Tobin, 2nd and 11. He'll scramble out of the pocket and take a slide there. Only good for 2. 3rd and 9 coming up here. Tobin, bullet pass to absolutely nobody. Incomplete. Punting for Brooklyn is Ryan Blaisdell. And he will let this one fly. It'll bounce and roll inside the 20 and be downed at about the 16. So Graham Hull at QB for the Wranglers. A couple of new faces on this Wichita offense. Khalil McFadden, wide receiver number 3, acquired from San Diego. Carson Roble as well, acquired from Pottsville. He's their starting tight end. As Hull tries to keep it to the right side there, but Jonathan Spate hauls him down there. 3rd and 1 coming up for the not the Bandits, the Wranglers. The Brooklyn-Wichita connection is a little bit weird. Obviously, they do have a lot of each other's former players, but the current Wichita owner, Stover, also used to manage Brooklyn for at least a season back in the day, and the rebrand that Brooklyn went under briefly called the Regulators had very similar uniforms to Wichita's current uniforms. So my apologies if I keep calling Wichita Brooklyn today. Tight end Roble with the grab, and that will be a first down for Wichita. Ball at the Brooklyn 41. Still no score here. Jalen Ward-Thomas on the run there. Dawson Prescott on the stop, along with, I believe, Tyler Bayless, 95? Yeah. Sack here. Hull goes down. Rashard Roundtree Clark, formerly of the Birmingham Bobcats, making that stop. Hull on 3rd and long. Completes it. He's got Carson Roble. End of the first quarter, no score, but Wichita driving here.
Hike. Go.
Braylon Medley on the run for Wichita. That's good enough to pick up the first down. Inside the red zone go the Wranglers. Here's Ward-Thomas breaking off of the tackle as he shoves to the ground George Austin. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Ward-Thomas shakes off another tackle, but does not get back to the line. Malcolm Gatling on the tackle there. 3rd and 3. This is a big one for Wichita's offense, and Braylon Medley will not get them the yardage needed. George Austin on the stop. It'll be a short field goal here for Casey Bueller, longtime Memphis kicker. That kick is good from 26. Kickoff here. Jennings awaiting the return. He will be stopped at the 23. Tobin in the gun. 1st and 10. Deep throw. That pass will be incomplete. Looks like he was looking for his tight end there, Alex Rubio. 2nd down and 10. Trips to the right. Man in motion was Bridges. Tobin will throw here. On the deep route, he is going to be incomplete. Good defense by former number 1 overall pick, David Bunch. Third and 10 upcoming. Tobin in the gun. A quick throw, caught. Samuel Clemens hauls that one in. 1st down. Tobin, hands off. Ligon stuffed. Good tackle by 99, Tristan Johnson. Ligon on the carry. Stop there, made by 5. That is Deontay Battle. Third and 9 for the Bandits. That is caught. Anthony Thomas.
Go!
Intercepted here. Raheem Avery. As Tobin coughs it up. Hull. 1-step drop. That'll be incomplete. Coverage by Akins. Brooklyn calls a timeout here to their 2nd of the half. Wichita lining up to punt. Jimmy Clevenger on to boot it away. Stephen Jennings on the return. Tobin's pass will be incomplete. Pass here is going to be knocked away. Good defense that time by Battle. Hull. Complete. First catch in the red and black for Khalil McFadden in this game. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8. That is incomplete. Terrell Stanton, the veteran DB, on the coverage. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Wranglers. Nedley on the carry, trying to force his way toward the first down line. He'll be just short, and Brooklyn will call their last timeout and receive the ball after this Clevenger punt.
Hike.
Clevenger boots it away. Good punt, as Jennings on the return here will be tackled at the 34.
Hike. Hike.
Presley finding himself wide open here.
Sit hut.
Tobin's quick throw complete. Bridges, but they have to watch the clock here. They don't have any timeouts left. They have to hustle to the line. 2, 1. They don't get the field goal off. Oh no. Had they had maybe 1 or 2 more seconds, they could have tied the game. But no, they will go into the half trailing, and Wichita will get the ball to begin things here in the second half. Costly mistake there.
Sit hike.
Hull will go down here. Raymond Brooks with the sack. Another former Wichita Wrangler.
Sit hut.
Actually started out his career on Wichita. Eugene Alexander now with the catch. But that will be well short of the line to gain. 4th down will send back out Clevenger. Not a lot of offense in this game. Only 3-0 still.
Oh. Sit hike.
Anthony Thomas on the carry, and Brooklyn going backwards here. Davian Conley on the tackle. 3rd and 21.
Hike.
Tobin. Little out route. That is complete to Presley, but I'm not sure why he did not go down the field with that. Anyway, Ryan Blaisdell will punt it. That'll be booted deep. And it'll be Jaden Thomas on the return.
Sit hut.
Ward Thomas. Good enough for a 1st down there. 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Wichita still holding on to this very slim lead. Good tackle that time. George Austin will bring him down. Loss of 1. Second down and 11. Hand off to Medley. That's a good run of 9. One of his best runs on the day. Medley surprisingly seeing a lot of action as that running back too, compared to other games we've seen in this tournament. He's in the formation again on the 3rd and 2. They will keep it with Hull. Hull lost it. It's picked up. Jordan Johnson going to run this back, and he is in for the touchdown. Our first score of the game comes via a scoop 6, and Brooklyn has the lead. Thomas on the return. Wichita going to try again here.
Sit up.
44 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Ward Thomas on the carry. Bunch set to the left of Hull. They will run it that side. Ward Thomas, Raymond Brooks on the tackle.
Sit up.
First and 10 for the Wranglers. Hull 6 of 8 for only 51 yards in this game so far. And he'll go down. It's a sack for Spate.
Go!
Hull back to pass, 2nd and 20. Gonna air it out. That is knocked away. Getting a hand on that was Alonzo Carter.
Hike!
Caught here as Robles sneaks out of that on that little wheel route.
Sit up. Hike!
First down. Little fullback dive here with Austin Kenyon. And that'll be stuffed. Arthur Shackelford on the stop. Second down and 11 here. A drop play. Ward Thomas stopped again. George Austin has been a force in the middle today at that D tackle spot. 3rd and 16 for the Wranglers. Hull wide open. Caught Carson Roble. First down Wranglers. 2.5 to go in the game. Carson Roble perfect so far. 4 for 4, 84 yards. Ward Thomas on the run. Breaks a tackle and Akins is there for the stop as we approach the 2-minute warning. flag here. False start. Ward Thomas going to find the end zone. Touchdown Wranglers. And they do find pay dirt here. It only took them over 3.5 quarters to do it. But they do have a late lead. Can they hold it, though? That is the question. Steven Jennings on the return. Gets a good block and gets out to about the 30. Number 36, Amir Blakely on the stop. Tobin will be brought down. Isaiah Neal with the sack. Second-year superstar dev defensive tackle, second-round pick last year out of South Carolina. Tobin airing it out, knocked away. Raheem Avery, who had a pick earlier in this game, breaks that one up. Minute and a half to go, 3rd and 15 for Brooklyn. Wrangler fans up on their feet here. Tobin knocked away, jumping play there by Marquise Brinson. And this is for the game right here. Can Wichita pull off the upset? Tobin to the air. Incomplete. Tony Whitfield on the coverage. And that sets Wichita up to perhaps ice the game. Running it with Ward Thomas, and Brooklyn going to use their timeouts here. Yes, they are. Hull throwing it, caught Khalil McFadden.
Tonight.
Ward Thomas stopped, and that will probably be their last timeout. It will. It is second down, so they will kneel it out here, and that will be the game. A low-scoring affair here, 10-7, as Wichita will take the win and move on to play the winner of El Paso and Louisville, which is coming up next. And that is how that will happen. Alrighty, so we are now down to 5 teams left in the tournament. Of course, it'll be 4 after the El Paso-Louisville game is decided, but that will be later on. And that's it. 10-7 the final. 20 plays to 6 for Brooklyn in the... wow, they actually had negative rushing yards. That is funny. That is crazy. Sam Ligon, 4 carries for 1 yard. That's nice. Yeah, Brooklyn's offense just didn't have it today. Raymond Brooks, 9 tackles. That's crazy. He was everywhere. Cool. Graham Hull actually didn't do that bad. He just didn't throw a lot. Yeah, Ward Thomas, 20 carries for 103. He was their man today. That's for sure. All right, that'll be it. 10-7 final. El Paso Louisville coming up next. See you soon, folks.